So when we look at ways that homes are differentiated, right, in the real estate market, where do you see lighting? Like where
The
do you
last
see
thing, the last thing
Right.
people think about, it's so frustrating. I went into an $8 million house the other day and they had what are called wafer lights. They're these small little wafer LED and they're 4-inch and they're horrible. They're glary on the ceiling. They wash everything out. They're plastic in nature. So there's no way to dissipate the heat from the chip, but they're very inexpensive. And the electrical contractors are putting them in all over town. And as a light lady, it breaks my heart. So I feel like lighting should be honestly decided on at the construction process of the home, at the architectural stage, because then we can not only specify the right product, design it based on the lifestyle, but give a client a real budget of what it costs to properly light a home in today's world.
Oh, you brought up the dollars. So now
you have to consider the dollar. You do.
We do. When we think about this in high-end real estate sales, okay,
Yes.
you brought up that people are going to get, like, they're going to get what they get in pre-owned homes, and the way that a real estate professional would guide someone who's taking their home to market.
Yep.
How do they break into this conversation? Like, give them some words to talk about. When you think about the staging and the bringing the home to market, the importance of the lighting.
You know, I've spoken to many real estate professionals, and what they tell me is that when they walk into a prospective home that they want to list for sale, they're looking at the furniture plan or the space plan of how the house has been laid out and how tall the ceilings are in the neighborhood and where the children go to school and how big the yard is and all of those things. They don't ever look up. They don't look to see what's in the recessed can. And if an average 6,000 square foot home has 200 recessed cans in it. So what I would say to your real estate professional is see the home at night. Turn on the lights. See if they're glary. See if the color temperature that's coming out of the light bulb is consistent. See if it washes everything out versus creating a specialty element or a focal point of a home. I can tell you that I have clients. I just had one call me. I did his house 10 years ago. He said that the glass art pendants that I put in his kitchen and I put lighting on the upper cabs and the lower cabs. He said when the clients were in there on their second visit at night, having a glass of wine with them, it's the lighting in the kitchen that actually sold the house. And now I'm doing a second house for him.
I believe that. I'm still kind of perseverating on 200 recessed cans in an average house.
No, it's true. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That is a crazy number. And so
not even excess. That's not even in excess. I mean, that is just properly placed lighting.
And so when you say, you said, the real estate folks should look up, but is it really that they shouldn't notice, right? It should be a properly lit home should just feel a certain way, right?
Mm-hmm. But if they don't see
improperly, and conversely, the improperly lit home. So kind of walk through that again, right? So these shadows and things like that, like what is that?
So I think you're absolutely right. A properly lit home, you shouldn't have to look to see where the light source comes from. It should just create an ambience and focal points in the proper places so that it feels right. And I guess what I'm saying to the realtors out there is go see the property at night, because without understanding how the lighting feels in a home at night, you really won't know what it is your property has to offer, or subsequently what needs to be fixed before they put the house on the market.
Right.
I don't know any homeowners that don't go and look at a home at night, particularly now that it's winter and it's dark at 6 o'clock. People are home more often at night than they are during the day.